Good morning, good morning, good morning. What a wonderful, wonderful day. Hold on. Sorry, I had, the old fan going off. So let's get going, shall we? I am a little bit late. I apologize. I was up last night pretty late running through some numbers on things and talking with Josh from FlowTrade, and I'll tell you what, there's some pretty exciting stuff getting ready to happen. Like, I'm like, wow, just like wow. All right. Just they're about to expand their product offering to include lots of futures, crypto. Yeah, there's just it's about to explode. So I know that there's a billion other dark pool, quote unquote, dark pool services, but there's nothing like what they're about to dump on people. So stay tuned for that. You will see a lot more information from me coming up on that. I'm going to do a deep dive on it. What is this? How about I didn't just blow up my development work right there because I was working on something. All right, we have some news. We do have some events today. Unemployment. We have some events today, right? Home sales and FOMC Bowman speaking at 2 Eastern. That should move the market. All right. My dog is being weirdo. And all right. Sorry. Like I said, I'm a couple minutes behind. Gamestop had earnings. We will review that. I got stopped out of my overnight futures trade by like 0.025 tick, whatever you want to call it. It looks like Biden's going to come out today, talk about China. And so my overnight futures trade, I got stopped out. I was so upset. I was in at like 42. I was short from 4,200. Well, guess what? It came up and hit a high at 43.25 or 4403.25, something like that. Like I was just upset about it. No sound, really? Hold on. Please tell me you can hear me. Microphone check, check, check. Checker, checker, checker. Hello, hello, hello. Please tell me you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. All right, I'm not going to move forward until somebody says that they can hear me. Okay, Johnny, you got me freaked out, bro. Broser. Bro. Bro. All right, where does this need to go? So I blew up my tweet deck, so I'm trying to get it back to the way it was, and I can't remember how I had it set up. All right, got it. Let's go. Okay, news, shall we? Let me just get everything going here. Make sure I got all of my stuff going on. We will get to it. Okay, so FOMC at 2, home sales at 10. Other than that, Whew, that's not good for the trade balance. All right. And in healthcare, Illumina is suing rival liquid biopsy player Guardant Health, claiming that the latter's patents are based on work stolen from the genomics giant. Illumina claims that Guardant co-founders, who are former Illumina employees, carried away tens of thousands of documents while forming the new company. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. But too bad we don't play that. Come on. Load pause. Load pause. There we go. Look at that move on Goldman Sachs. There's really not. Okay, so there's a couple we want to look at. We want to look at FedEx earnings, right? Down 3%. Pop and drop flat, right? That power of that 50, man. I'll tell you what, it'll smack you down every time. Chilling, weekly top, 4-hour daily mid. If we're bullish today, remember it's quad witching. We're bullish today. We see 225. If we start breaking down below the 21 and the 34, so below the 4-hour mid, I think we retest the 4-hour bottom, which would put us at the weekly bottom, which would put us towards through the daily mid, right? So below 218, right? Below 218, whip down to 215 for support. Below 215, we fall 210. That was on FedEx. Sympathy from FedEx could be seen in UPS as UPS. It's a blippity blip blip blip. UPS is a little bit better shape in that. Hold on. Hold on one second. Just a second. Sorry. Let's connect. All right. Sorry about that. UPS. Crap. Hold on. I'm gonna have to get up in a second. Again, my dog just decided to wake up, and like he's off, like the schedule's off by about 30 minutes. Normally he's up and I can take him to the bathroom, take him outside and all that other stuff before the stream starts. Well, he just woke up, so I need to get him out there. Anyway, UPS, chilling monthly top, daily top. If this level holds, right, this let's just call it 219, right? 219 holds, I think that we get a nice move if we're bullish today up to test 222, right? There's a little $3 or 220, yeah, 223.50. There's a move there. All right, hold on. You're just gonna have to chill. I can't take you outside right now. No. This puppy, man, he's killing me. Anyway, but I'm gonna move on. Yeah, below 219, we dipped to 215. Above 220, we see 224. US Steel had earnings. This is interesting, right? This is interesting in that it pulled back to the 13. We may see a little dip to the 21, so 32. Just call it 33. Pull back to the 33, potential 34.50. We break 33 or 32.75. We have support at 32.18, 32, and then down the 4-hour bottom at 31.50. Okay. I thought that there would have been a bigger move off of that, because they saw their EBI TDA is expected to be approximately 1.3 billion, the new all-time record for the first quarter, below estimates of 1.5. It's going to drive me nuts. In consumer news, GameStop earnings, EPS loss of $1.94 per share, estimate 84 cents, right? They're like, oh, we're going to come in 84 cents positive per share, but they lost $2, so they missed by $2.84, right? Well, that's quick to drop you from 90 to 75, right? I think GameStop is gonna fall to the ground. So shorts are gonna come on any pops to the 21, right? There may be a little quick, little short cover. I don't even know, dude. So we could easily fall to 75. Below 75, it's free fall. Any rallies would be to like 84, 85. It's met with the third attempt at breaking over the 21 on the 4-hour. Okay. Bad earnings. Hopefully we can catch some volatility in GameStop. Okay. All right. All right. Benchmark 3-month nickel contract fell 12% on Friday morning to hit a new trading limit as heavy selling continued international metal markets amid the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. The price hit 3,600 or 36,915 a metric ton as it opened for trade. According to data, the 155-year-old exchange, which still has some open. No. You're getting naughty. See? We're 30 minutes off. Normally he'd be sleeping right now instead of being a pain in my. All right, sorry about that. 145-year-old exchange had some open outcry trading. As a wild 2 weeks as prices surged, technical glitches and trading suspensions. That's the. It didn't give me a ticker or anything like that. So nickel contracts. All right. Russian Central Bank leaves key rate at 20% in line with expectations. OPEC compliance with oil production cuts rises to 136% in February from 129 in January. And that's according to two OPEC sources. In Japan's February CPI inflation data came in at 9.9%, the highest in 2 years. Slightly mixed on the core measures of 0.6 and -1% for fresh food and energy, respectively. The core, which is excluding fresh food and energy, measure has remained in deflationary territory for almost a year now. No, I let him out. He's good. He just wants to play now. Yeah, I already let him out. He did his thing. And now he's like, let's play. Right? Bank of Japan fell short on their short-term rate unchanged at -0.1%, targeting around, let's see. Basically, Japan came out and said that their inflation is this basically flat as compared. There's no change from from previous, right? All right. No real stuff for calendars, and U.S. equities futures slip overnight. A modest pullback after 3 straight days of ripping at their best levels, as the S&P and Dow both popped 1.23%, NASDAQ gained 1.3%, and the S&P has now posted its best 3-day gain since November 2020. Mixed signals from peace talks between Russia and Ukraine overnight, weighing on sentiment early. While oil looks to add to its gains yesterday as Russia cast doubt on how much progress ceasefire negotiations are making, and with the war in Ukraine, it's no longer conflict, it's a war, right? Entering the 4th week, Russia is keeping up its siege campaign, even as American and British intelligence officers or officials say its overall offensive has slowed amid heavy losses, logistical problems, and intense Ukraine resistance. Later today, your boy we'll discuss the war with Chinese President Xi Jinping among concerns that Xi may be moving closer to supporting Moscow. Yes, that is a big deal. Okay, that was a violent move in futures. Stocks jumped for the third straight day on Thursday, building on a strong rally this week, with major averages coming into February with their biggest weekly advances of the year. Okay. However, S&P is still down 4.9% week to date. NASDAQ 6% up 6%, and the Dow up 4.6. So they're saying Dow Transport or Semi Index is up 7, and Dow Transports is up 8.8%. Right. So those Dow Transports. So usually where transport goes, the markets follow. It takes a little bit of time, right? But they're front runners. So keep an eye on transports, right? FedEx shares may take a bite out of transport's gain, down over 3%. All right, in Asian markets, the Nikkei index rose 107 points. Shanghai won 1.12%. Hang Seng fell 0.4%, and the DAX is down. Okay, another volatile session expected today with quarterly event known as triple witching taking place. Roughly 3.5 trillion of single stock and index level options are set to expire, according to Goldman Sachs. At the same time, more near the money options are maturing than at any time since 2019. As investors will actively trade the benchmark position indexes, including S&P 500, which should lead to higher than normal volumes tomorrow. That's today. So check this out. This is kind of important. I got to throw this over here in the group just because it's importante. All right. That is a ton of worthless options. All right. Let's get into it, shall we? Futures. That's futures. Jaboy. Jaboy. What? I don't have a MJY? What is the one? Let's see. It's I think did they change symbols on me? Oh no, this is gonna suck. The symbol. Oh. Dang it. I'm gonna have to look that up later. Bummer. All right, let's check it. Let's see what happened, shall we? All right, this is our future section of our broadcast, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, farm animals from afar. What happened yesterday with the ES? Look at that. Let's get rid of our stupid purple line because my chart didn't save. Right, there it was. Nice rip up to the 50% retracement. Not quite the 50-day yet. Okay, we do hit a key level, right? 4,400 psychological level. Remember we talked about that. 50% retracement at $4,400 level. Do we bull flag here, which would mean today would be choppy. Also quad riching. So what I would like to see would be a pullback to retest to 21. So we fade to 43, 43.11, right? End the day at the 21 to throw everybody into what do we do now mode, right? If we close at the 21, shorts aren't going to know what to do because they can't try to short at that level in case we rip. Longs don't know what to do in case, right, we fail to 21. I think that would be a good, nice pullback today. Contrarian, we bull flag breakout and retest the falling 50 at 44.23, so not much higher. Above that, we do have a confluence of Fireline and a 382 at 44.40. Okay. It's pretty spot on, to be honest with you, right? We did hit the 200, dipped down below it, ripped up through it, and now we're walking the line. We're walking the line of the 200. Let me just do this real quick. I need to mark this level because I want to see if we can get I want to see if we can get a pullback to there, right? There we go. This nice little dip down to the 21. So the daily 21 and the 4-hour 21 are about the same level, right? That would represent a pretty healthy pullback if I ran a fib extension from our rally, right? This is our move. I'm going to call it this one, right? Massive confluence at those levels. So a pullback from this move here. Let's see if we ran it to here. I think that makes a little bit more sense. So if we pull back to this level, this 618, this 4300, which would be retesting the 21, it'd be a 618 retracement from this low to this high, right? I think that's what's in store. This 618 retracement, right? This one here is from previous low to high. I don't like that one. We're going to get rid of it, right? I think most of that liquidity has already been destroyed. So bull flag forming, riding the 200, right? If we crack it, I think we flush to retest the 21 and the 618 retracement. So flush down to 4,300. We end the day at 4,300. That's gonna really rock investors' minds, right? We could launch. So if we rip at the open, 44.40 would be target 1. 44.82 is target 2, right? And then 45.10 target 3, and massive previous highs. So do we get the 1, 2, 3 move, all new all-time high, or do we fail? So very important to watch those levels. Bringing it down to the 30-minute chart overnight. This is kind of what we like to see, right? Yesterday's highs, fade, right? I'm not seeing any patterns setting up, and I like this little zone right here to trade down to. Right, let's confirm we have support down here and rip, right? So that would probably be about the time that this 200 comes up to meet everything at this level. Dip and rip, or dip and fade. If we fade that, it's going to get super ugly super quick. But this is a bullish move. Do we get a correction? We'll have to keep an eye on it. All right, moving on. Checking out the yield, the tech heavy NASDAQer, the NASDAQery. All right, well, there's the move above the 21. Another candle above the 21. Again, real bull flag opportunity setting up here, right? A move up to retest previous highs, falling 50-day. We have a tree line up here as a magnet, 14,000. 14,444.50, right? That's your upside target to the downside, right? If get rid of that, let's run a fib from high to low, right? So that falling 21, right? This trend line that we rode down, so pull back to 13,678 would be a 618 retracement from this move. Pull back, rip, or bull flag breakout to overhead stuffage. Okay, does it make sense? I mean, it's a 200-point move. It's not like, right? That's a. Let me show you. Let me get the 21-day or the 50-day. So let's just say this is a 50. Somewhere in there. Bring it down to 4-hour. Right. We attempted to break through the 4-hour 200 once. Right. See that this is the 50-day on the daily. So pop up to that, right? Or so bull flag breakout would be long above 14,132.50 for a move to 14,362.50. If we reject, right, and we fail to maintain this little wedge, this one, oh, geez, maintain this little wedge here. Right, so failed breakout, we retest the 21, which is rising, right? We could pull all the way back to 13th. Like I said, 13537.50 or 13678 is your pullback. Your breakout level is, right, 14132.50 for an immediate smacking of the 50-day above. Okay, I'd like a pullback and then a rip. Just extreme volatility today. Keep your head on a swivel, right? We're getting some wicked pre-market moves, but it all comes down to one thing, right? Watch for failure, for support, for continuation, right? It's done a good job of making its way up. At this, I mean, that's a key level. So the 30-minute, we dip. Okay. All right. Let's look at the dilly dally daily Dow, the tech heavy, or not the tech heavy Dow. Remember we talked about the what was the Dow? I can't remember what I said about the Dow. Oh, transport heavy Dow. All right, what do we got here? Let's get rid of some of this garbage we don't need. All right, another bull flag potential forming on the daily, right? We have the 50-day coming in. Let's just say 34,370. So tight. 34,460 or 34,500. So above the 50, we have the 200-day immediately there above us, coming in at 34,800. So bull flag breakout to immediate overhead resistance, right? It would safer move would be a pullback to this fire line, which is also going to be the 21-day. And once I run a fib from here, which one do we go to? Yeah, start running Fibonacci's from yeah, we have a lot of support at this 21 day on the daily 21 down here at 33 6 3 1. Okay, that makes sense. Pull back through that, through 33 9, or let's just call it 3400 to 33 700, or bull flag breakout, or I don't know, if I don't think we just chop here, but something will definitely happen. All right, looking at it on the 30-minute. Right, overnight we smacked into that, right, little double tap. I just think it would make sense to have, right, a healthy pullback to confirm that we have support for larger moves into next week. But the market's going to do what the market wants to do. It's currently riding the 30-minute 50. If it breaks that, I think we come and back test this rising 200 for key level support. All right. Again, all of this is based on there not being a bull flag breakout and it being a corrective wave. Right. All right. The old red-headed Russell, right? Which led the way through the 50, right? Rallied up through the 50, through the tree line, right? So now we have a tree line to snow line move setting up. Again, bull flag breakout, support at 2040. Below 2040, I think we retest the 21. Down here at 2005. Below that, I don't know if we get another one below that, but I like the Russell to the long side. I'm going to target 2115 followed by 2161. That'd be a pretty decent move. Watch for the bull flag breakout. See how it's riding this trend line, right? So we got pretty decent support coming in here. We don't have a whole lot below us to offer. Yeah, so we're gonna get, yeah, this looks good. So the 50-day has been, or the 200-day has been kind of a pain in the butt for a while. We're going to get a 200 crossover. That'll rip the 50 above the 200. And then the Russell will be the first to have the 4-hour stack positive moving averages. Okay. So looking for a bull flag breakout. To be fair, if we ran a fib from here to here and back, right, the 618 retracement is the 200-day on the 4-hour. Right. So this is a key level. Let's just call it 2007, 2012, right? That's that little range right there. It's pretty key level. So pull back and rip, or just rip out of the gate. I would like to see a pullback. Looking at it from a 30-minute perspective, right? Looks like we got a little bit of trendline support breakage. This is a better look at that 2007 618 retracement. I don't think we'd hit 1989. I think a 50 would be too much, but we do. So this is what happens when you get stack positive moving averages, y'all. You get big bullish movements, right? Stack to the upside, big bullish movements. So we failed the 50 on the 30 before, and it hasn't been catastrophic. But this time we have tree line support at 2038. Below that, I do think we see 2007, right? So this 200 will rise up. Yeah, just hopefully it makes sense. Y'all can start seeing what I'm seeing now, right? Looking at gold. So gold has had some issues. Remember what everything did as far as the main, as far as our futures contracts for the last couple weeks. Well, gold is starting to get into one of those little recovery things. Came back down up, so we're still stacked positive moving averages. Looking for a little bit of maybe of a if we get this kind of a rip today as everything pulls back, overhead, immediate overhead resistance at 1962 for gold. Look for that bull flag breakout. This has got more of a potential to do that breakout because it does have those stack positive moving averages on the daily. The 4-hour is starting to show a little bit of weakness, right? Is this a head and shoulders? I don't think so. But this cross down, right? This is this beautiful 200-day support coming up, fighting with the 21, right? It's going to have a little chop cycle maybe in it for the next couple days, right? A little chop cycle between the 50% retracement and the 618 as the 50 comes and gets lined up with the 21 and it kind of straightens itself out. See what it did over here? How it came down, got itself straightened out, and then we get a nice big move, right? So we need a little bit of correction in gold before we either set up a new higher high or we make this a big old head and shoulders and we fall flat on our face, okay? All right, looking at DOS crude from the daily, starting to look a little bit more like the crude moves of yesteryear. I don't know. Nice pullback to our support level. We ripped up, tested, a 618 and a 382 retracement extension, right? Couldn't break through it, which means that I think we see a little bit more selling off in crude, right? That's the line in the sand, right? And that level is 103.90, right? Above 103.90, there is a supply zone, right? This is what it looks like. Just pull up your 4-hour chart and then find the doji from March 10th, right? Basically right there. Right, we got to get above that. It could very well possibly chop between 103.90 and 108.98. Yeah, support's down here at 98.90, and then below that 96. We start riding this lower level here, right? Typically, this will C-horse pattern is bearish. I like to see flushes, but that would be a triple bottom. There is potential for trendline support, right? So, and then finally bonds. I think we're going to see this right here that's happening here. I think we're going to see that in crude and gold just at their perspective levels for the next little while, right? Gaps have been filled. Double bottom. Okay. All right, let's get into what y'all came here for. That's FlowTrade. Morning, Johnny. Morning, Terry. Morning, Harold. Orlando, what's up, brother? And Johnny. So first and foremost, Johnny was here first, so he wants to see. Johnny, what do you have for me? Just 1 second. Oh, looks like the order is going to be Moderna, Disney, Baba, Spy, or Tesla. So let me just write this down. So we want to look at Moderna, Diz, Baba, Tesla, Spy, QQQ. Is that it? That's all you want to see? All right, let's do it, shall we? All right, so what we're going to look at now is the smart money dark pool and block trade algorithm software provided by FlowTrade. FlowTrade has invested thousands of man hours and hundreds of thousands of dollars in creating their own flow index algorithm. The flow index tracks large institutions, hedge funds, smart money, dark pools, block trades, right? The big boys. If you are a multi-billion-dollar hedge fund and you need to make multi-million-dollar stock transactions, you can't just drop, you can't just drop a bag on the market, because what will happen is it'll immediately run up and down the option or run up and down the DOM eating up all of the shares, and that'll cause like a fake influx of um, of capital coming into it. Other investors will see that and they'll start, bidding lower because they don't want to get in above you, right? They want to start lowering the bid, which will actually drag price action down. And by the time liquidity is found, you're in at a lower cost per average than when you got in. So if you're big boys and you're dropping $1 million orders, you have to scale into those as prices coming down so as not to disrupt the normal flow of things. Now, that's usually most prevalently seen when we have some bullish divergence, right? Price will be heading one way, flow index will be heading a different direction. We will mark that level of where they diverge, knowing that price will revert to the divergence, right? Price follows the flow index. That's why it's a predictive leading indicator and not a lagging like RSI or your MACDs, okay? That's it in a nutshell. All right, so Moderna, the bane of my existence. I always miss these big ripper moves, but I'm sure as hell gonna catch these fades, right? All right, so previously they had been net selling. We do have some divergence that occurred here at approximately the 140 level for a brief second because price action immediately started trading with the flow index, right? All of this divergence has been traded out, right? I don't see like this divergence is done, right? This is trading with price, trading with price, trading with price. The drop is trading with price, right? Now we've got an upstream of trading with price, and we've got a little bit of micro divergence that has occurred. Moderna is one of my least favorite stocks because it's taken all of my beer money and not given any back. We have a regular block at 169.36, another one at 156.43. I believe that those may have possibly been filled. Right, rip through this one. Look for the wedge breakout. Let's see what Moderna is doing today. All right, so it's trying to go trifecta mode. Right, it's trying to go out of the top. Oh, no, it's not. So it's going down, trying to go to the top of the 4 hours. So if it can get some support at this 174 level, right? So above 174, yeah, above 174, next magnet is 205, right? If we reject that, we have stack positive moving averages. We're about to get a 50 crossover. So this is very, very key, like lots of support, right? I don't think we get a down cycle because then we'd be breaking those support levels, right? I think Moderna has more room to continue to move upwards, right? It's got to get out of its own way though. So coming up 177.50, 174 there, we're smack dab in the middle of a gnarly supply zone, right? So we're getting that move pre-market. So if we can get through it and back test, the back test is important, right? We can back test support, right? We have room to 200, which is a psychological level. The flow index technically made a higher high. Let's see, made a higher high, higher low, right? Technically, it's just tough to read. If it breaks, right? I mean, it can get real ugly if it breaks this almost vertical trendline support, right? It's got to break out of its little wedge. Sorry, it's trading at 173 right now. So it's taking out previous highs, taking out the blocks. Flow index is probably moving up. If the flow index can get above 137, then I think it gets a lot of momentum behind it. I mean, as much as I hate Moderna, if it can get through that, supply zone, right, and prove support at 177.50, the next move up is monthly mid, weekly mid, right? I might have to put Moderna back on my fly zone list. Okay. All right. So now I spent a lot of time on Moderna, but that's fine. All right. Next up is Disney. How am I doing on time? I'm doing good. All right. Disney is trading with the flow index. Right. Regular block resistance 139.46. We're about to enter into a new trading zone that runs 139.50 to 142.25. Above that, there's a gap that needs to be filled. Right. Watch the flow index at these block levels. So the next one up is 133.40, 134.10, 135.50. There's that little gap there. Pretty decent trendline support. If I were to run a fib, right, we go for fib from high to low, right? It's a 50% retracement. So we all the way down, we came up through the 382, back tested it, right? We held some support, the 382 support. First attempt at breaking the 50, I see a 50 to a 618 retracement. So this 139 to 142 move, and then possibly consolidation there for a little bit. But the flow index is, up, consolidation, right? This is consolidation, and then next move up. That move up to this cluster of dark pools at 133.40 and 134.20. The flow index will hit, and it'll either start rejecting there and moving on down, or this will be trend reversal, and I think we see a longer move to the upside. Downside support 138.14 and 137. I think below 137, I think we see a pretty big flush down to 134 area. Fill that gap as we set up for the next attempt to go long. Okay. Baba go Baba go bye bye. All right. I missed this entire move because I had horse blinders on for some reason. I used to love trading Baba. The flow index made a high, right? Made a higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, right? This is a higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So what is the flow index doing? It looks like it's trying to create a little wedge breakout, right? I have zero clue what Baba's doing pre-market, but I'm just looking at the flow index here thinking, can it maintain this wedge? This looks like consolidation, y'all. This looks like consolidation. Bull flag forming wall. Moving averages get straightened out. So, come on. There we go. Look at that. That is a true to form bull flag. Stack positive moving averages, right? Might get a slight down cycle. Look for previous low support at 96 to hold, right? Or this trend line as the MACD resets itself, basically, right? This is just the bull flag. Look for the breakout, ride the 9, do whatever you need to do, but I like support at basically where it's at, right? The breakout would be above 101. Let's just call it above 102 for a move to 113, 114. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, this still looks pretty decent. We have a white line at 99 or 98.66. Currently chilling at 137. I got a first 105 regular block or dark pool resistance. If we can get above that, then we can get that move back up to right 113. I'm gonna trade Baba today. Baba Lottos. Okay. Ugh, this market is nasty. All right, next up on the list, we have got the Tesseract. What's going on with Tesseract? We've seen this move before. Flow index making higher highs and higher lows. There's some bearish divergence here, y'all. It's very minor. It looks like it's already played out. Maybe not. All right, so if the flow index is falling, all right, there's some liquidity issues with Tesla, I think, at 880 to 890, right? I mean, we completed our 4-hour cycle. We got above the 200, our stack positive moving averages, right? We need a little bit of a cycle down or continuation. Watch for this channel breakout, right? That is compression of like pretty significant compression. Let's see. 860.53 for support, down to 850, right? All right. So longs above 875, 890, 910. Shorts below 8. That's tough, dude. Shorts below 857 to I don't know, man. That's tough. Below 850, 830, 820. That's a big move. Anyway, I think Tesla's too strong like bull to keep going. FlowTrade's making those higher highs and higher lows. They're small movements, but they're compressed. Right. So I'm gonna look at the Tesla for Lotto today. Let's look at Tesla 900s. Right. And that's on any dips. Right. Any dips to about 856. Right. All right. Next up. Oh, I don't have time. I'm doing pretty good. All right. Bye. QQQ. Johnny's like, he's not my boy. Oh, that's hilarious. All right, what's going on with SPY? This looks like a very balanced regular and dark pool asset allocation. However, I mentioned this yesterday. There are some blocks that appeared not to have been filled, right? Oh, remember when I said there's these blocks down here? Well, it dipped down and got it, ripped up and got those. Yesterday at the close, 435.46. All right, flow indexes. Looks like it's pulling down a little bit. Build the gap. I mean, so this block here came in at the close, right? This candle is this green candle right here. The time is 14:30. This block came in at 16:22. So this block came in around here as price was way up here, right? I mean, I think we could have, it kind of lines up with our futures stuff, right? We want to see pullback retest to go into next week. You know, the SPY algo is down, right? I'm sure SPY's not up pre-market because futures are down, but right, this is a nasty head and shoulders right there. It's starting to form, right? SPY below 435, 429, 428.50. Below that, 420. But I think 428, 429, decent levels. All right, 428, 429 would be these dark pools here. Below that, like I said, 420, 425. What does 425 look like? Oh. I mean, there may be a wick down to 425. So weekly cloud support makes sense. We're gonna get a little bit of rolling over here. MACD rollover. Oh, it's a dividend day today too. Shh. Yeah, down SPY. SPY. All right. So I think we see a down SPY. I'm going to be looking at puts. 425, 430 puts for me. Okay. DAS Qs. I think Russell's going to lead the way today, followed by the Dow, followed by the SPY, and then the Qs. Okay. QQQ, trading with price action. Last 2 days of blocks. We have a block down here at 328.20 that came in on the 16th after the close. Came in approximately right here. Right? These blocks, these blocks are open. They haven't been filled yet. Same with this one. So $340 is your early warning signal, right? We have a regular block down here at 338.46. Below that, I think we back test down 328. Let's see what the Q is doing right now. It's pretty ugly. So I'm looking at a rounded top, right? We do have monthly mid at 338, which is also the 13. We have daily at 336, right? Considering we closed at 345, currently trading at 341, 338, 336 is not that far of a drop. We do have, let's see, we do have 4-hour top support. So we have support down to about 339, right? Pretty decent move. This 21 on the 4-hour is going to meet at the daily mid about 336. So I'm going to be looking at 336 puts. I'm also going to be looking at 345 calls out to next week. Okay. All right. I got to run. My time is up. Thanks for joining me. I am the Dark Pool Algo, not to be confused with the Batman. I am not the Batman. I will be in San Diego this weekend at an oceanography conference for my son. We're going to go check out some sea life and learn about how important the ecosystem is. Okay. Like I said, 336. I don't know, like 327, 328 would be pretty significant, right? That would be breaking through this weekly bottom. If we do that, then it's down cycle. All right, there we go. Oh, 4-hour mids at 331. Okay, yeah, I think a 4-hour mid pullback. Below that, 4-hour bottom, 325 area. Okay, I'm out. Stay safe, stay green. Real quick, I want to look at some BABA. Give me 1 second. I want to look at a BABA level. There's a lot of data there for y'all to try to decipher, right? There's a lot going on this chart, so it's really hard for y'all to see, but it's pretty easy. for me to see. All right. So BABA above 101.75. Removed 105. I don't think we get 110. Right? Machines are going to come in and start pushing price down on these. Right? From a weekly period, we've touched this H2, this red line, 17.9% of the time. Closing above this H2, 4.5% of the time, right? So I think we get so if this 4-hour cloud breaks, 4-hour mid daily bottom coming in. So $90 puts and 105 calls is what I'm seeing. I don't think we hit 110, to be honest with you. I really don't. $90 puts, 105 calls, right? That's BABA, and then the Tesseract. So we're right at the 4-hour top, using that as support. 35% of the time we will touch this red one off the weekly, which is what we're in right now. 890 calls. 4.5%, or excuse me, 7.5% of the time do we touch this upper level here, right? I do like 890, maybe 9, let's call it 910 for just a quick cheap 20 to 30%. The 890s for about 60 to 70%. Contrarian if we do start failing, right? If we do have to pull back. 833. Let's just say we have a down day, right? Below 833, we could move down to the daily bottom at 781, right? So that would be breaking through the 4-hour top, flushing down to the 4-hour mid at 817, right? And then giving up that support level for a move all the way down to 781. Like as far as the numbers are concerned, wow, that's crazy. After wow, out of 67 weekly periods, closes down at the H2L2 are at 91% for the week, right? Maybe a quick blip up and then a pullback. So, all right, I gotta run. Thanks for joining me. Oh, 5 minutes over. I'm Darkpool Algo. Have a great day. And Anton, I'm sorry. I've limited myself to I have to shut down when I say I'm going to. All right, we'll talk to y'all on Monday. Have a great day. I may or may not be able to get out a weekend watch list. I will definitely do my best. I should be back Sunday early afternoon. It may be abbreviated. It may just be a video and a newsletter. So see y'all. Have a great day.